Hey folks, welcome back, thanks for tuning in. Do you know the situation? You tune your guitar, every string one by one, as you usually do. And they seem to be perfectly in tune. But when you then play a chord, the chord seems to be completely out of tune. Sounds awful. I believe many of us have encountered this situation many times before. But hey, maybe I got you covered. Stay tuned. The Korg OTG POLY is a headstock tuner that lets you tune all 6 strings at the same time by strumming the guitar open. And it will enable you to go from this to this. Let me show you how it works. Let's grab a guitar, put it on. I put it on the other way so that you can see it better. So make sure that you have good contact to the wood so that the tuner can pick up the vibration of the strings precisely. Right? Good. So now it's set up. I hope you can see it. There it is. And switch it on. It also has a variety of other functions. Let's quickly go through them. So the key is here to achieve a complete flat line when tuning the guitar. You tune the guitar with only open strings. You strum all 6 strings open at the same time, and the tuner will show you whether the guitar is in tune or not. All 6 strings at the same time. It's pretty remarkable. This is the one that I use the most. There are some other more funny features, I would say, that you can use as well. I quickly walk you through them. So here you have clocks. All 6 clocks have to be basically at noon, and they light up just like now when when the guitar is perfectly in tune. I find this a bit more difficult to achieve. The flat line is easier. Here you have a circle. The idea here is to achieve, when you strum all the strings open, that you achieve a complete circle. Once you have the circle perfectly round, same thing, guitar perfectly in tune. This is the second version that I use a lot. Here it shows every string individually at the same time. This is when you want to achieve, when you want to tune the guitars or the strings individually first, and then make sure that the guitar in itself is completely in tune as well. So I usually, when I tune my guitar, you can see that here. So what I do when I tune my guitar, I start with this, and then I use the flatline function to fine tune the guitar, and then it's perfectly in tune. This is like a stroboscope. I find this very, very hard to achieve a proper result because there's always something moving. Yeah, it's a nice feature, but it's not so handy to achieve a quick result. Yeah, this is just pure fun. The birds are flying up. I didn't even figure out what exactly the idea is here. So are the birds are all supposed to be sitting, or are they all supposed to be flying up? Most likely when they fly away the guitar is not in tune, something like that. I think they had some extra processing power left and didn't know what to do with it, so they decided to put this extra feature in there. The same here with the bowling. It's the same thing. Yeah, interesting, nice play around, but not really suitable for achieving a good result. Yeah, here these little men, they have to jump up and all have to be hanging from the bars. It's another one. Well, if you have time left, there's something to play around with, but yeah, it's also difficult. Flowers, also more for playing around than rather really achieving usable results, but well, anyway, it's there, nice to have. Slot machine, the idea is that you get all sevens, and yeah, the achievement or the reward will be that you have a guitar perfectly in tune. Yeah, funny to play around with. And here we go, back again with the flatline. This is it. Here you have a function, you can use that for strumming chords. And when you play a chord, it will show you exactly what chord that is. It's very limited. Alright, it's more a gimmick than a real feature. So here you can set your bass frequency, 440 Hertz for the most part. If you press, it goes up until I think 440. It's still in focus. Let's focus again. There you go. So it goes all the way up to 445, and then it starts at 436 again. It's a little bit of a pity that you cannot go down to 432, which is also a very nice bass frequency. If you want to know what that does, I put a link in the description. You might want to check out Chords of Orion, who's discussing the difference between 440 Hz tuning and 432 Hz tuning. So for those of you who are wary of this and intended to tune the guitar at 432, this might not be the correct tuner for you, okay? But if you're considering going 440, then this is still usable. It obviously runs on battery, but you have to make sure, or you should make sure, that you really have fresh batteries. It's very sensitive, and as soon as the battery is dropping the voltage, you start more and more to see dropouts, etc. This is a little bit of a downside of it, but once you get used to it, it's very useful, and I've never had such a perfectly in tune guitar before since I started using this tuner. So make sure that you have fresh batteries, especially when you have to rely on a good functioning tuner. I'm wrapping this up for now. I hope it was informative for you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button so that you'll be informed when the next episode's coming out here on this channel. I'm Tyrone Sasha from String Machine, and I am saying so long.